Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. My name is Amer Rez. Today I'm joined by my good friend. As you guys know, I always like to bring people I enjoy talking to, people who take risks in life, people who go after the dream, and today is no exception. Today is the first non-comedian that we have on the show. As you might know him as the man behind the counter at Cafe Eevee, the man who first let us use his venue, a beautiful venue, a venue where you should go if you want to have a good coffee, if you want a delicious Italian pastry or a beautiful smile. Ladies and gentlemen, chef extraordinaire, Mr. Alessandro Di Girolamo.
Yay!
Did I get it well?
Close enough.
All right, we'll
Close
take
enough.
it. So how do you say it? Say it again.
Alessandro Di Girolamo.
Di Girolamo.
My full name is Alessandro Giovanni Di Girolamo.
Alessandro Giovanni Tiramisu.
Alessandro Tiramisu
Alessandro,
is perfectly fine.
owner, manager of Cafe Eevee, the one and only. Thank you so much for being my first non-comedian guest.
I do comedy-ish.
That's not your specialty. Your
No.
specialty, I'm drinking it right now. Delicious coffee.
Coffee, my specialty is dessert. My cannolis are much better than my
Your
jokes.
cannolis are so good. People who come, because sometimes people comment on the deliciousness of your sweets more than the comedy. When you sponsor like our live events, people were like, these were like, what about the show? They're like, I don't care about the show, but these cannolis were amazing. Remember, we did a live podcast, and you brought 60 sweets.
Yeah,
Remember?
I bought a bunch, like 60 little, those cannolis, Zeppelis,
Within
eclairs.
5 minutes.
Yeah, they're gone.
I didn't even get to have one. I didn't even get to. I had like not the cannoli, the ball.
The Zeppeli or
I had
the
the
eclair?
Zeppeli. I had a Zeppeli.
Okay.
And I usually have like 3, 4, 5 cannolis.
No.
Gone.
Yeah.
Question for you,
Yes.
Mr. Alessandro. All right. So first of all, tell us, how long have you been running Cafe Eevee? How long have you been a owner of a business here in Montreal?
It's just over 3 years now. It officially made it to 3 years mid-January.
Oh,
So like I
congrats.
opened this place up right after the holidays, mid-January. I was here. We did a lot of cleaning up. We're still trying to make it work.
It's working. It seems
we could pay the bills. but
yes.
after
After this podcast, you'll get the good night
Yeah.
bump. Guys, come see him. Tell him how cute
we're hoping this podcast could boost the revenue, finally make some profit.
Hopefully, I'll start making profit with this podcast.
Hopefully, we both can make some profit.
You do make delicious sweets. The first question I wanted to ask you is that, because every time I come here, you feed me.
Yes.
Even if I'm not hungry, I never leave empty-handed every time I come here. When did you realize you love feeding people?
That's the Italian thing.
Yeah?
Like, it's every older generation Italian that I know of. They've all been like that. So my parents, if you go over to eat, there's leftovers. We have the Tupperwares ready to go to fill up. My aunts, my uncles, my grandparents. That's just an Italian thing. You're supposed to feed. So even when I was younger, and I'd be invited to a party or something, everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring the beer. I'm gonna bring the vodka." I'm like, "I'm going to get pizza." Like, why? Because we need food.
You need food.
Food's more important. I mean, show up with the red square Italian pizza from the local bakery.
Ooh.
Yeah, disappears fast.
You used to work in a pizza place, I remember.
I worked part-time for 6 months.
I think I ate there before you worked there, and I ate there after you started working there. And before you worked there, it wasn't even cooked. It was disgusting. And then you started working there.
It was okay.
And it was pretty good.
I don't know. That's because it's with me working there. It started off okay because my parents, I tell everybody, had a bakery for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I got a bit of everything in baking. I have a decent amount of experience in. So I'm not a pizza chef, but I've made pizza in the past. So to get to the point where I could make pizza, it only really takes me about 2 weeks to a month of practice, and I got pretty good at it. But also, the place is closed down now, so I don't think we'll get in trouble for talking shit about it.
Yeah, but before you got there, dude, it was so bad. It was soggy.
But I was saying it wasn't the issue. Wasn't the people the guy that was working there before me? He was doing his best. He wasn't
Let's
a chef.
talk shit. I like this.
But he
We're
was doing
talking
his
shit.
best. But
It's
the thing
yeah.
is, I've spent my whole life in the food industry.
So
I have a bunch of friends in the food industry. The ingredients that you have are more important And like you could have the best chef in the world, but if you're buying like the worst ingredients ever, you could only do so much. It's like, especially with cheese.
Yeah.
Like as old-fashioned Italian pizzas, you want to have fresh mozzarella or fiore di latte or like a very fresh wet cheese. But then you could also, like, the American style pizza uses some more dry cheese.
Yeah.
But then, like, you also have to think about a good quality cheese because the cheaper quality cheeses have a large fat content. I don't know if you know that fat is salty.
Yeah.
So if you use like cheap cheeses on your pizza and you start cooking it and you pull it out and if it's a little overcooked, that's going to be like the saltiest pizza you've ever had.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because I remember when I saw you during that time, you were obsessing about the humidity
Of the dough.
of the dough.
Yeah, that's...
I find
yeah.
I know two Italians who are like into cooking and who run restaurants, and I find Italian autism comes out in food. It's not math, it's not science, it's cooking. It's like you obsess about things like humidity for some reason.
But Montreal is crazy humid, so you have to take that into consideration. Like back in the my parents' old bakery, and like it was normal when you're putting your dough and you're getting it to grow, it's in wooden buckets, like they're not big, but they're made out of wood because the wood absorbs the humidity. But it's wood carries bacteria, and it's hard to clean. So for safety purposes, everybody started transitioning into plastic bins. But like plastic doesn't absorb humidity, so you have to make sure you're in a very good climate, a very good area, and like the humidity is gonna add moisture to the dough, so it will affect the dough because like you want to be so precise. Like a lot of these old school Italian pizza chefs are like, it's 68% water compared to dough, and it's like exactly. So like the way it works is your main ingredients. So if you're using like 1 kilo of flour, that's your standard.
Yeah.
And then you're basing it out for like, so it would be like 0.68 is 68% water. And then you add it like that. So it's not technically like 68% of it is just water.
I'm following.
Are weird. Bakers are weird.
No, you're like chemists. You're making meth right now, but it's pizza. It's both as addictive as one another.
We're chemists with a high school diploma. Most of us, we just have high school. We didn't go to
You're like
school.
Breaking Bad, but with the flour and food. I was like Breaking Bread, but someone already has that expression.
No, but we get obsessed with food.
So you grew up in a pastry shop, basically, in a boulangerie.
Well, I grew up, like, my parents are Italian immigrants. So I've always grew up, like, really into Italian culture. And when I was 15 years old, my parents, like, my mom was already working at the exact same bakery for 7 years. And my parents bought that bakery. And they're like, I'm 15 years old. I need money. So I'm like, can I have a job?
Yeah.
And it was like, they would pay me $5 an hour cash just to clean up. Minimum wage was $8.50 at the time. So it wasn't...
$5 was pretty good.
$5, but it wasn't... It's not like today where you're like, $5, you can't buy a sandwich for $5.
Yeah.
But back then when I was working in high school, a sandwich at the local bakery was $5.
Yeah.
So that's enough to buy me lunch for the day. At $5, I work like 6 hours of cleaning, I make $30. That's a cheap PlayStation game on liquidation or used at Eevee Games. So it was pretty good. And then from cleaning, I eventually went from helping other stuff, prep, and I was supposed to be the baker.
Yeah.
And my older sister was supposed to take over as the pastry chef. But, like, my sisters were like, no, we're going to go to school and get careers. And I was like, I'm not good at school. I'll work at the family business. And, like, I just got more and more into baking. And then from baking, I went more and more focused into desserts because I have a sweet tooth and I love making sweet stuff. I've always liked making muffins and cakes and pastries. So I was just like, we need a helper. I'll be the helper. And then it's like, the pastry chef quits.
Yeah.
We need you to work full time. But I'm like, okay, I'll learn to be a pastry chef.
Wow. What is your favorite thing to bake? Like when it's like, ooh, I have my day off. I want to cook something.
Nothing anymore.
Yeah.
I did this I started when I was 15, but I was really like baking and more stuff like 18 to 21 was like learning everything.
Okay.
21 to 24 was like a crash test and like do or die. And then by my mid-20s, I was like a legit pastry chef. But that's the thing. When you start doing something every day for your job, by the time you want to get home, you're like, I'm done baking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do stir fry. And like at home, I'm like, I'm done with it. My whole job and my whole life for 15 years was just making Italian desserts,
Yeah.
making Italian food, making Italian sandwiches. So when I get home, it's like, let's make Korean food. Let's make Japanese food.
So you still cook, but you're like, I'm gonna just
I try to
change continents.
Yeah, I try to get something completely different because it's like I'm just so burnt out by the time I get home about that with that kind of stuff. So,
Does your wife cook at home?
yes, we take turns
Okay.
cooking. She's Portuguese, so
Okay.
I learned about Portuguese food.
Chicken. Portuguese chicken.
Yeah.
That's all I know about you guys.
Oh, we also have
Portuguese
what is
chicken.
I think it's pronounced bifana.
What did you call me? No.
It's I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like it's a sautéed pork with like with they have their sauces so good.
Yeah?
I make sandwiches. I go to there's a piri chicken near my place.
Yeah.
So when I had now I'm broke, but when I had money, I'd get like at first you start with a chicken, right? Because chicken, potatoes, Portuguese food, it's so good.
You can't go wrong,
But then I'm
man.
like this pork and like the sandwiches, like oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Sandwiches, man. I find every country has
Every country has sandwiches.
a sandwich that they just
Yeah,
nail.
and I love it because like the thing, I'm Italian, so sandwich to me was Italian.
Yeah.
So it's like mortadella, salami, capicola, and then you get more elaborate where you're like Italian sausage. You have some eggplants, like I love eggplants and sandwiches.
I
Then
love
the
eggplants.
top of the food chain, you get to like the cotelettes, the meatballs.
Yes.
You have provolone, mozzarella, parmesan. You just cover it in cheese,
Oh, God.
and it's so good. But I didn't know other countries have their own version of the sandwiches. So like no, because me and my girlfriend we like trying out different styles of restaurants. So when we have free time, we're like, oh, let's go find a new place. And a lot of times, the Asian restaurants are way more affordable.
Yeah. And underrated. I find Asian food and Arabic food underrated. Like you can have a delicious meal for super cheap.
Yeah,
It's Mexican food as well. I find these restaurants, if you go like super fancy,
You
it's not
can't.
good. It's a people's food.
well, now I've recently discovered what Vietnamese food, the banh mi.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
It's so
I love banh mi
fresh.
sandwiches.
It's so fresh.
They're
It's
so
like biting into a
refreshing.
salad.
Yeah,
I love
they're really
a
good.
good bun. And it's like $5-6.
Yeah,
A nice French baguette. They put those vegetables. Oh,
and
yo.
we're lucky here because okay, this corner that where the cafe is on, it's kind of French, but then you get to Saint Hubert.
Normanville and Saint-Zotique.
We're right, but the thing we're right next to, like we're a few blocks away from Saint Hubert Boulevard.
Yeah.
The people that don't live in Montreal that are watching this podcast or might be watching this podcast have no idea what we're talking about.
Saint-Hubert is
You have
it's
so much stuff on Saint Hubert.
It's
and you have
street
everything.
doesn't make sense.
Because you go, and then like the closer you go towards Villeray, you get
Yeah.
more and more Latino food.
Yeah.
and they have such good restaurants and
yeah.
they're not expensive.
Yeah.
Then you go the other direction for towards Rosemont
Yeah.
or the Boulevard Rosemont. You get more and more Asian food.
Yeah.
And you get like, there's a lot of Vietnamese, man. That's what I've been discovering lately.
Pho. A good pho.
So good. Last year I discovered like Korean fried chicken. I don't know if you ever had Korean fried chicken.
Yes. I
Yeah,
have.
that was so good. It was such
Yeah.
an experience. I love it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fun because I think Italian food is always my favorite.
Yeah.
So like pasta, pizza,
Can't
that's
go
my
wrong,
two
yeah.
favorite foods. I could eat pizza and pasta every day. I used to eat leftover pizza for breakfast.
Oh, it's so good. I still do.
But now I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, it's 20 years or 15 years of nothing but Italian food. I'm like, I'm discovering, because I'm in an area where it's so multicultural.
Yeah.
Because before, my parents' bakery was in St. Leonard. Okay, now St. Leonard is becoming more and more multicultural, but St. Leonard used to be Italians and more Italians.
Like it's still very Italian, but more white people and
Yeah,
immigrants are
But
taking
like,
over.
even the first wave of immigrants that took over that area, if you wanted to make money, you still had to have like some type of Italian to your stuff.
Yeah.
So it would be like the new Lebanese immigrants who were like, Lebanese food is great. Make Lebanese restaurants. Like my parents, they sold the business to a Lebanese man, and he's like, no, I'm gonna continue Italian stuff, and like, it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while, he would make his own Lebanese food. And it's like, Lebanese food is good. Make Lebanese food.
Lebanese food is delicious.
I love Lebanese food.
Lebanese sweets are delicious. I find, with all due respect, Italian sweets, you're limited to like 4 or 5.
Well,
You have the cannolis, the zappalis, and the other thing you made once. Eclair is French. It's French.
Well, that's the thing.
Because you guys don't use butter. You guys use like
do.
Italian cooking It's so much olive oil. But you go to
Yes.
like French cooking,
It's just
and
butter
and
butter
butter
and butter.
is such a good ingredient for sweets.
But here you don't get, because the wave of immigrants, the Italian immigrants that came to Canada and Montreal, are more from the south.
Okay.
So like, if you want cannolis, you go to Sicily.
Okay.
And then like our pizzas are more very, Napolitan. They're from Naples. But there's the northern Italy is more similar to like French cuisine. But we don't have much northern maybe we do. If I'm wrong, like message in the comments of the video.
Yeah.
I would love to go check out these more northern Italian style cuisines. But like Italy has so much different types of desserts. But the thing is, if you want to make money, it's cannolis.
Yeah. Because it's
And
such a
tiramisu.
perfect product. Like a cannoli is such a perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect size. It's just the way you handle it. It's just perfect. You take it, you have your coffee, and you crunch, and you have the cream or
but
whatever it is, and just it just
We used
dip
to
it in
have. I don't see
pistachios.
them like one of before was like you can watch the Sopranos too.
Yeah.
It's cannolis and sfogliatellis.
What is that?
It looks like a seashell.
Have you ever made it for me?
I have not.
Listen,
no,
you're my only
it's-
source of Italian sweets. If you have not made it for me, I have not
It's
eaten
very
it.
hard to make because it's similar. I don't know if you ever had a lobster tail.
Yes.
It's similar to that, but way smaller. Where it's like the dough is just like so many layers.
Oh, is it like,
like-
feuilleté?
Yeah, it's like very feuilleté, very crunchy and flaky, and you put some powdered icing sugar on top. They're delicious.
And what's
Usually-
the
there's a
is it cream?
creme
Like,
pat- it's like a creme patisserie,
Okay.
custom style cream, depending where you are. Different
Ooh.
cultures, different areas in Italy do it differently.
I never had it. No,
No, but I think it's because cannolis,
Alessandro.
you just buy the shells,
Let's
Make
cut the
your own
podcast,
cream.
guys. Okay, we're wrapping up the podcast.
make some sweat. It's so time consuming, especially
Yeah?
if I don't have a sheeter. Like I don't have a machine to roll the dough flat.
So you have to
So
make like
I
a
would have to
croissant?
roll the dough. You roll it flat.
Yeah.
Very similar to but like okay, a croissant you cut them in triangles and
Yeah.
then you roll it.
Yes.
A sfogliatella, you literally roll it into one giant log, and you
With-
cut them in up, and then you just
I think I saw videos of that. I think I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's the same. They fold
yeah,
it to,
and
so
then they
you can
fold
get
it like
the
in a
striation
more
or
like
whatever
a
it's
cone
called.
shape,
Yeah, and
and
then
you fill it up, and
yeah.
and then it grows very nice.
Ooh, you have to make those.
It's so much.
Can I order some? Can I
But-
order 12?
But that's the thing. It's like a lot of these stuff. It's so time consuming.
Yeah.
And in the food industry, the profit margins are so small
Mm.
that you just have to like, how could we make more money? And a lot of times you're like, will we make more money by having 10 desserts, or will we make money by just having 10 different types of cannolis? And a lot of times it's just cannolis because it takes me 10 minutes to mix the ricotta for the
Yeah.
cannolis. Then I can mix ricotta. I can do whipped cream. I can do custard, pastry cream.
Let's say I want to try that delicious thing that you just said. Where would I go?
You could probably still find a lot of old school Italian bakeries, but like even my parents, we stopped like before I became the pastry chef, we stopped making them and we were
Yeah.
just buying them frozen
Mm.
because it's so time consuming. But you could still, so I don't know, you could probably go to literally, or maybe Laval has a lot of, but those they charge. You're gonna pay $5 for a little pastry.
We're talking about prices. I find now there's a new movement in pastries where it's like, oh, buy this pastry that looks like a mango. It's delicious, apparently, but it costs like $12. I'm like,
Well-
no offense, I'm not paying $12, $13 for a pastry. I'm not gonna say the name, but there's a pastry here in Montreal that is in Côte de Neige. Maybe you know which one I'm talking about. And I went to eat there once.
I don't go to I never been like I'm East Ender.
Yeah,
So
okay.
everything in Montreal is the East End. I've been to every single. So it's like Saint Laurent, which
Yeah.
is not too far from here.
Yeah.
Little Italy. I've been to those, all the way to Saint Leonard, all the way to RDP.
Okay.
Maybe a few in Laval because I have family in Laval.
So that one, okay. You know what? Let me start again because I don't want to insult anybody, but because this was pretty good. But there's a pastry here in Montreal that I went to visit, and like a croissant was like $9.
yeah,
What the?
yeah, because
And like a macaron was like $4.50 for one macaron.
yeah, those
I eat 12 of these. I can't.
those are ridiculously.
It
but
was so expensive. The meal that we had was sponsored because Gabe
Yeah.
had connections or whatever. So, but we ate for like $400 for 3 people. But we ate like a regular meals. But I'm
But
like, why are they so expensive?
Yeah, butter.
This movement of
butter.
yeah.
If you look at how expensive butter is, like I I only use butter for my cookies, but desserts. If I'm using butter, I'm only going to use butter. I'm not going to mix. A lot of people are going to mix margarine or other types of Crisco, other types of fat to save money. But like, I'm buying the non-complement butter. I'm going whenever there's a sale. If Latencia, Saputo, any of these brands, if they're on sale and there's $5-6 for a cube, I'm running out the store with as many as I could carry.
You gotta save as much as you can.
Butter is so expensive, and then at the same time, you're like, macarons are not easy to make.
Yeah, but still,
There's only so many people that are good enough to make high quality versions, and they're gonna ask for like $30 an hour because they could ask for $30 an hour.
okay.
And so
It's still very expensive. No offense.
have
Listen,
you ever
you're
made-
defending your
my
your
competition.
industry. Your
I'm
industry.
defending my industry and my competition. 'Cause
I just find, man, like I remember I saw a video of a guy who went, like it started, I think, in France, where a guy was making like, oh, look at this blueberry tart made
Yeah.
that looks like a blueberry, and now we have those in Montreal. It's like $25 for
Yeah.
one pastry,
but if you have
$30 for this. I'm not paying $30 for. I'll come
have
here.
you
I'll
looked up
grab a cup of
birthday cakes
cannolis.
nowadays?
No.
If you go to a bakery, because now now everything has to be for Instagram or
Yeah.
for TikTok. So like that's part of a real reason why I stopped making cakes and got out of it, because it became less about the cake and more about how the cake looked. And I could decorate cakes. I'm just like, I can't do wedding cakes. That's
Yeah.
not my thing. I do like the birthday cakes. I could work with fondant, no problem. But it was so focused on how does the cake look. And that was raised by taught by like old school bakers that are in their 80s now. And it's like the taste comes and tradition comes before anything.
Yeah.
But now it's all about the picture and all of that. So you have people that went to school for cake decorating. That's all they do. So you have the guy that makes the cake, and then you have the guy that decorates the cake. And there's so many steps and so much work and so much expensive products to make these cakes. That it's like the starting price for a birthday cake is $100.
Yeah.
And it's insane. And I'm like, I feel bad because I'm telling my customers, just go to Costco, go to Walmart, buy the frozen cake.
There's a pastry cake place in Park Extension. It's like a Greek place.
Yeah.
That's where if I want to buy a cake, like a birthday cake, the last time I went there, pretty good. They're still focused on the quality. The look isn't
Yeah.
Instagrammable, but the cake is still delicious.
Yeah, there's still
And it's a dying
Yeah.
art, man.
it's all about the post.
It's all about the likes.
No one cares about how the cake tastes anymore. The image of the cake, and that's really because I could decorate. I hate decorating because that's not what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about the whole baking process. I'm passionate about making desserts.
When it goes in your mouth and
Eating
how
it.
it tastes.
Yeah, because it's like, yes, I get I always have anxiety. So like, I'm very nervous when people are eating my desserts in front of me, and I'm like, oh my god, oh
Really?
my god, oh my god, every single time. I'm still to this. I've been doing this for 15 years. I still get nervous.
Really?
Still get nervous.
Oh,
So I'm like,
man,
did I screw
man,
up? Did I
I've
put it?
eaten
Did I?
hundreds of hundreds of cannoli in front of your face.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
be-
still get nervous. But the thing
Really?
is, I'm more satisfied when someone's like, wow, I never tasted anything like this. This is so delicious. I want another one. I want more. I want more. I want more. Than someone pulling out their phone saying, I'm going to take a picture of this cake because this is the nicest cake I've ever seen. I'm like, you could just go on Google
Yeah.
Images and look up a nicer cake.
Yeah.
You can't go on Google and be like, taste. You can't, maybe in the future, but you can't taste any images.
Yeah.
It's like, the taste is so much more important to me. It's like, it's a dying art. So I'm like, I have to change. And the plan was I got out of baking, maybe try doing pizza. Then that didn't work
No.
because the place closed down. The place was
yeah. But here you have a like a baker like
here
a,
now. That's thing. Now I'm focusing on coffee.
Yeah.
I
Delicious coffee.
Yeah, I learned that
Cafe
I do
Eevee?
like coffee
Yeah.
because okay, my whole life I said I don't like coffee.
Yeah.
I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee. I technically, like, if I go to Tim Hortons and had a coffee, I'm like, what is this? I went to Starbucks. I'm always like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And like, I have espresso,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, I didn't know coffee could taste this good.
Yeah.
So now I got very into coffee, and I didn't realize like coffee is so good, especially like the whole bean process, like real espresso. Like you have the machine, you press the button, it grinds the beans for you. I'm putting in the espresso machine, It has a nice, and you have like that layer of skooma, that foam, that color brown
Yeah.
on the top. Like that's not in your Tim Hortons coffee.
No.
It's just like a little black thing. I'm like, what is this? So like I got super into it. I'm like the whole latte process, the whole cappuccino process. So now I'm always jumping from one thing to another thing. So now my whole thing is still more like I'm in the whole coffee experience.
What makes a good coffee a good coffee?
I don't know. I'm still learning.
Yeah?
I've only been doing this. I've only been doing coffee
Because
for
this
2
is
years.
good. Like I'm having a decaf right now. Well, what did you make? A double.
That is a double espresso allongé décaffiné.
If you only could taste it. It's not bitter. It's delicious. It's not too hot. Not too cold.
Well, that's the thing. It's also the espresso machine itself does
Yeah?
so much of the work.
Ah.
But like you could get like I have a little machine over there that's like it's my emergency machine. You could get it of like an espresso machine off of Amazon for $250, $500. Okay, maybe some people are like, "What? That's expensive." My espresso machine, brand new, costs $10,000,
Jesus Christ.
and I have a cheap one.
Yeah, because it's pretty big. It's
Mine is it's
this
big.
big.
Well, it's big, but mine is like I can make 2 coffees at a time. So I have one side that I use for single shots and one side I use for double shots. But like a big place has 3, 4, and they're making multiple coffees at once, and they're steaming multiple coffees at once. And then there's like the computers in some of these machines are just ridiculous. I don't like using those machines. I have no idea what I'm doing. My machine already just has it's pre-programmed, so I have the button, and as it's waiting, I'm like frothing the milk. It stops on its own. Do my lattes, my cappuccinos. But me, if I had the option to, like, this is the one that came with the place. I love the manual machines where it's like there's just a lever, and then I stop it when I think it's perfect. So like, and it just makes that's my coffee. I get like it's not the highest end of coffee, but it's still like I buy pretty good coffee because that's my goal. Because when I looked up different companies, this and that, I want to be like A tier. So I want to be like right before, because when you get to the highest brands of coffee, there's some really good Italian coffees. But then I'm going to have to charge $5 an espresso.
How much you charge an espresso now?
$3.
For an espresso, it's pretty good.
Espresso, $3 is not bad.
It's pretty good.
Cappuccino, everything else is just over for like, but that's the thing. I looked in the area and then I'm like, I'm going to charge like 25 cents, 50 cents less. And I could do it because it's just, this place is 100% family run. The only employee is me and my mom. And then my dad does the paperwork.
Okay.
And then if we really need help, my girlfriend comes to help me, or my younger sister comes to help me. Like, if you can't, you never see it, but like there's a comic book wall that is literally just comic books.
Where is it?
It's going down the stairs on our right.
Oh,
from
yeah,
us,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
There's a comic book wall.
Yeah.
And I've had people that just walked in because they saw the wall from the outside. And I'm like, oh my God. They're always like, oh my God, who did that? Did you do that yourself? I'm like, no, my younger sister did it for me because I could decorate cakes.
Yeah.
But my artistic like drawing skills stop there.
You I see, if you ever guys come to Cafe Eevee, you'll see there's a vibe to it.
Yeah, there's
You're-
my nerd stuff.
You're into, this is how your autism, and everybody who I know comes here, their autism comes
Yeah.
out. Lord of the Rings,
Yeah, that
Cafe Eevee, where the name of the show comes
you
on. This
can't
is
see it
Eevee.
properly, but there's a Lord of the Rings. It's a map of
It's
the
a
Shire.
map of the Shire. There's
Dude.
an Iron Man
Iron
comic
Man is
book,
there.
and Captain America. You
Behind
have
us, Spider-Man,
you
Superman.
have a bunch of board games. You have a TV. You have hundreds of books just lying there.
Those were customers. I'm trying
Oh.
to. We just started now, but I'm like, I've got a bunch of customers. Like, I always had a few books just in case for the kids, comic books, this and that. And I look at customers like, because remember there used to be those boxes, like mailboxes. You leave books,
Yeah.
you take books. You leave books, you take it. Those all disappeared. Assuming
Ah.
vandalism. So I want to start doing that here as well. So I want to, but like,
Take
I
a
need
book,
people
leave
to
a
start
book, yeah?
taking. I need people to start taking books.
Yeah.
Everybody just keeps bringing bags and bags of books, and have books on top of books on top of books. Some
That's
French,
nice.
some English.
Yeah, you could have like a little somewhere, and you could just have like take a book, leave a book, whatever.
Yeah.
Just a little library for the people. What was? Because I mean, I'm trying to imagine, because I've never opened a place, but I'm trying to imagine you wanted to create an environment for people to come and chill. What was your idea? You're like, okay, I this is everything I like. I'm gonna put it in one place. Is this
Well, okay. The cafe already existed.
okay?
And
It wasn't Cafe Eevee.
It was Cafe Johnny.
Cafe Johnny. Mr. Johnny used
Yeah,
to run it.
he-
That was his place.
Yeah, but like this place, okay. During COVID, it was every single year was a new owner. I think one guy lasted 3 months.
Oh God.
At one point, it was apparently the old landlord took over and was just like hiring staff to do it. And at that point, like, because I have customers that have been here since the cafe opened,
Wow.
and they're like, "Yo, it was up and down roller coasters, up and down roller coasters." Apparently, I'm one of the best ones.
You're the one who survived.
So I've been here. Yeah, I've been here the longest. I'm the only one that made it to 2 years. Before me, the record was a year and a half.
Wow. Well,
I'm at
congratulations. Yeah. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like it was before this, it was very old school Italian
Yeah.
cafe. But the thing is, it doesn't work that because an old school Italian cafe, you need some sambuca, you need grappa, you need some type of alcohol
Yeah.
underneath the bar. There's a police station 2 blocks from here.
All right.
That is not gonna fly.
Yeah.
One of the police officers in the area is my uncle's brother-in-law.
Yeah. All
He
right.
knows me by name. I cannot have I can't be like, yo, I'm gonna like play the line. I'm gonna have like water bottles with no labels on it. It's like, no, I can't get away with any of that stuff. I'm right next to a school.
You gotta keep it legit.
I keep it legit
There's
as
no
possible.
booze here ever.
So, but like when I was young, I always wanted to have like a video game, board game style place.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I was like 18 years old, I first started having that idea, and I was gonna call it like Gamer Nights.
Yeah.
And it was like a place where you could go play games at night, and at the same time, it was supposed to have like a medieval theme. But over time, it went from like to anime stuff.
Ah.
And then I'm like, I
You
want to open
changed.
up an
Yeah.
anime cafe.
Yeah.
I've always been into anime, but it's like, okay, when I was I had like so many phases throughout my life. So, but like when I was a kid, my phase was like medieval, and I want to have like a medieval team and Lord of the Rings stuff and dragons everywhere. But as I got older, I forgot about dragons, and ironically, I got more and more into Pokemon. So yeah, it's Cafe Eevee after a Pokemon.
Why did you decide Eevee? Like, why? Who? First of all, who is? I don't know anything about anime. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
This is an Eevee in your hands.
I'm worried that I hold it by its ear and your girlfriend's gonna shoot me in the head because this is not how you're supposed to hold it. I have no idea.
And those are actually a little expensive.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll be very careful. Actually.
We're not supposed to take it out of the box.
Oh
And
God,
we're
I'm so
playing
sorry.
with it like it's a.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna put it back. But so this is Eevee.
Yes, that's Eevee.
Okay, I'm putting
Well-
it back. Do not shoot me. Who is Eevee and why is it the name of your cafe, your baby?
It's not like a lot of people are like, oh, is it your favorite Pokemon? It's not. It's one of the Pokemon that I really like, but it was mostly because we were so. It was like buying the business was like a last minute spur of the moment decision with my parents,
Yeah.
and we went through so many ideas of what the place is supposed to look like. And where are we gonna buy from? And the permits. There's a lot of like I don't know if you ever have talked to people that own businesses. There's a lot of things you have to do and a lot of permits. And
We'll talk about that after. I'm very interested. Yeah.
Well, my dad did most of it for me.
But there's like a lot of permits for
Yeah.
just running a cafe.
Yeah. Well,
What permits?
well, like with our food permit, originally we had a permit for like to sell hot and cold food,
Okay.
and then we got in trouble because we needed a permit to make and sell hot and cold food.
There's 2 different permits.
Yeah, like I don't even have a restaurant permit. I can't afford it. Like that's a whole
So
other
this
level.
is not this is a cafe. You're
This
not
is-
allowed to advertise
this-
as a restaurant.
This is a cafe bistro, but also because like my location where it is, like if you go to the city, every single commercial location is predetermined of what it's allowed to be.
Wow.
So I'm allowed to be a cafe. I'm allowed to be like to sell. Like I could get the same permit as a depanneur or a grocery store to sell beer. You're just not allowed to open the beer and drink it here.
Okay, so you could get a permit as a dipper. You could sell beer,
Yeah.
but you cannot open it for. Can the customer open it and drink it here?
No, I'll get a.
Okay.
I get a.
So that's a different permit.
That's like $1,000 fine.
Jesus, but that's a different permit. You need a different permit to
Yeah.
do that, and you don't have that permit. Okay,
No, I can't even get that permit.
so you have a permit.
I'm not even allowed.
Okay.
I went to the city. I asked them, "Can I get a permit to sell alcohol?" And they're like, "No. This location is forbidden to sell alcohol to to serve alcohol to customers.
But you can sell alcohol.
You can't just drink. You can't
But
drink it here.
you can drink it here.
Yeah, yeah. Anything a grocery store can sell.
This is retarded.
I could go to the city and get okay, maybe I would have to get new permits and everything.
Okay.
But this location is allowed to sell the lottery tickets. It is allowed to sell alcohol. It is allowed to sell cigarettes. I just gotta get the permits. But nothing is allowed to be done here.
everything
Yeah.
outside. Okay.
So it's like even if I want to be like a restaurant, there's like it's a conditional restaurant.
What's that? What's a conditional restaurant?
I don't know. I asked the city employee the exact same thing, and he's like, I don't know. Here's a link to the website. You gotta go look it up.
But wait, what's a restaurant? Because here you serve sandwiches.
We're basically what
you're a cafe who
It's
serves.
all technicalities on like the permits. So it's like here we're allowed to. I can make food. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to sell food, but there's a limit. Like I'm not allowed. I think it's 12 people maybe. Like I'm not allowed to have like too many people here. Like I'm not allowed to serve customers.
Oh, like a wait.
Like a waiter. I can't have a waiter.
They have to go to the.
So they have to come to the counter, tell me what they want, and I will make whatever they want, or give them whatever they want, or bring them whatever they want. But
Yeah.
like I can't go to the table and take an order, or at least that's what I've been told.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
that's
I'm
a
not an
restaurant.
expert. You
That's
go-
a restaurant.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm not an expert at this
my
stuff.
God.
Like if I want to, then there's also like insurance.
Yeah.
Like I can't fry here.
Fry.
Like I
okay.
can't get a fryer here because I don't have the ventilation system. Like I have a basement,
Ah.
but like my basement is just like it's underground. So there's no proper ventilation in there at all. So I can't get like a real stove. I can't have no ventilation. I can't get a fryer with no ventilation. So like I'm not if I get a fryer and it accidentally starts a fire,
Oh,
the
you're not
insurance is
insured.
going to be like, too bad. And
How do you-
but there's also the landlord would kick me out as well because it's
Yeah.
also in my like when you get a business, you sign a lease. Same thing like when you're renting an apartment. But it's so much different because like it's on like I have to have a security system because
Yeah.
the landlord is allowed to request that you have a security system. You have to have like I have to have insurance or else the landlord won't rent me the place.
I have a question, and we'll cut it out if you don't want it on the
Yeah,
podcast.
you could ask anything.
But isn't the cannoli fried?
I buy the cannoli shells.
Okay, you buy the.
I get they're imported from Italy.
Oh.
I have Sicilian cannoli. They're really good.
I know they're
be-
good. I eat them all the time.
They're better than what I make.
Wow.
Sadly,
you
they're better than what I make.
import your
I don't.
cannoli shells
There's a
from
company.
Italy. There's no, but like they're
Yeah.
imported from
yeah,
Italy.
like you know like the panettone.
Wow. Yeah.
You ever see
Yeah.
in Montreal during the
The cake
Christmas?
that lasts 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the panettone. It's the Italian fruit cake that lasts forever, or the pandoro that lasts forever. These companies, what do you think they're importing? Not during the holidays.
Ah.
There is a lot of companies in Montreal that all they do is import and resell Italian products, and they work on large scale wholesale, so they sell to different businesses. But yeah, I buy a box, and I think the box is 10 dozen. So I have to buy, but that's the minimum you could buy. So like my parents used to buy 10 dozen boxes at a time.
Wow.
And we just had like a row of cannoli shell boxes, and we had the big ones, the mini, and then the really mini, and the medium. They're all different sizes.
Oh wow, man, that's crazy. You
Don't buy the
importing-
locally produced ones.
No?
They're terrible.
Yeah.
So if you're buying pre-made stuff, you might as well buy the best
Yeah.
pre-made stuff.
Which is why your cannolis are so
Yeah.
good. I have a question for you. Oh, we
Yes.
didn't. Sorry, we didn't finish the. Yeah. How did you get to Cafe Eevee? Yeah.
That's how I talk. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
go all over
No,
the
no,
place.
it's not your fault. I'm a terrible interviewer. It's.
So once we're done, we're almost done all the paperwork, and then
Yeah.
we're like, we have to put a name. So like, what's the name of the cafe? And we're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea what to name the cafe. So we're like, okay, Cafe Alessandro.
That's a good name.
There's already
Oh.
a breakfast place called Alessandro in the village, by the way. So maybe we should go there.
Maybe
Me and
after
you.
the show, we'll go there.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll go there. It's a breakfast place. It's close. And then like, my older sister is named Rachel. There's Rachel
Rachel?
Street.
Yeah.
Do you know how many places are named after
yeah.
Ray? My younger sister is Nancy. Guess what? There's also a Nancy Street.
All right.
My mom is Pina, Giuseppina. There's already it exists. My dad's Giovanni. It already exists.
We're running out of names.
Well, yeah, my dad Giovanni is English. It's Johnny.
Yeah.
My dad wanted the old name.
Yeah.
His whole plan was to keep the name Cafe Johnny after him.
Ah. Okay.
But like,
Oh, but there already was a Cafe Johnny here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he wanted to buy it. Like
Yeah.
my dad was the one that like part of me wanted to start from scratch. My dad was like, no, let's get Johnny. Let's get Cafe Johnny.
Yeah.
And then like, we bought everything but the name. So eventually, my dad was like, "Just name it after one of your stupid anime stuff," because he's like, "Yeah, it's a nerd cafe. It's
Yeah.
gonna have anime stuff all over the place. Name it after one of your anime stuff."
You're stupid. That's such a
So-
dad thing. Name it after one of your stupid anime
So
stuff.
once again, half the anime stuff I liked was already taken,
Jesus.
and eventually I was like, I gotta think of a name that is popular enough that people would recognize it, but not popular enough that I could get in trouble.
Yeah.
And I had like a stuffed Eevee at home in the corner and a stuffed Pikachu at home in the corner. I'm like, I would get sued so fast if I named it Cafe
Pikachu, yeah.
So I'm like, let's name it Cafe Eevee. Because the name works perfect. Because like the younger generation immediately recognizes it because it's one of the most iconic Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they'll come in. I've had customers that came just because of the name. But then at the same time, I have a lot of the older French. Because I don't know if you know about our older French population
Yeah.
in Montreal. We have a lot of issues with language loss.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, it's Cafe Eve. It's a French name. It's my aunt. It's Eve.
Ev. We
So-
added a couple of E's at the end,
Yeah.
but it's Ev.
It's Eve. It's Eve. It's just spelled different. It's spelled with 4 E's.
But there's no sign, by the way. Like when you have this, but if you look outside, it says on where your name's supposed. It says Rue Normanville.
Yeah.
like where
I don't know why our corner, the street side is on the
it's
building.
on your building. It's
It's on the
literally
building.
on your.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was like after I started the place, I was like, shit, I should have just called it Cafe Normanville.
Normanville. Yeah.
It would have probably been way better for business.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
Why?
But there's a reason I don't have a Cafe Eevee side outside.
Why?
Because you need a permit.
Oh
You need a sign permit. I looked it up. Doesn't matter the size of the sign. Each sign you have outside, you need a sign permit.
outside.
Outside. If
But
it's above
inside?
inside you're allowed. That's why I have stickers on the window that say Cafe Eevee. And like I have a big banner. My banner's on the inside, which is allowed. But
That's
if I put
okay.
it on the outside,
You gotta pay.
it's considered a sign and I have to get a permit.
I've seen people use like those neon signs.
Yeah.
So you can have like a neon sign that says there's a Chinese guy. I don't know if you've seen him, but there's a Chinese guy who is like his specialty is signs imported from China.
Yeah.
Like, my name's Tony. you should message Tony. Tell
That
him, hey,
would
can
be
you make me a
cool.
cafe Eevee? Tony, come on, a little. Put it right here.
I wanted to change my name to Tony Cannoli.
Tony Cannoli, yay. Truly, you could. I don't know how much they cost. I'm speaking out of my butt.
Those signs look expensive. I don't
Yeah.
know. I never looked up signs, but they look expensive.
Because at night,
And I'm broke.
you put it on, just
Yeah.
leave it there,
But I'm broke.
But you're starting to have your clientele. I've came a few times, and there's
Well,
faces I recognize every time.
Yeah,
I
we
come.
have a good amount of regulars.
Yeah.
And we're because the whole goal with a business, especially in the food industry, a cafe like this, you want to be able to pay all your bills through your regulars, and then the new customers that are in and out, that's going to be the profit.
Oh.
So, yeah, it took about 3 years, but I think we're finally at the point where I could break even with my regulars. So, but yeah, I have the same group of almost the same group of people that are here almost every day. They get along with each other. We have like our vibe. But then there's like the morning regulars. And then there's like the morning regulars never met the afternoon regulars.
Yeah.
Because I have the afternoon regulars, they're like the after work crowd.
Yeah.
But then there's also like I need my espresso before work that like start at 9 o'clock or
It's
10 o'clock.
$3. Just stop.
Yeah.
Bam, bam.
They
Salam
get like
alaikum.
a quick cannoli. Usually it's a croissant or a muffin in the
Yeah.
morning, but you get every once in a while you get the fat Italian. It's like I'm gonna start my day with a cannoli.
Nice. Oh, there's not. Oh, dude, come on. Especially though, you don't make the muffin, but
Yeah.
you make a pistachio cannoli, bro.
I do that just for you
Nah,
because pistachios are
they're so good.
they're so expensive.
I know, but it's so good.
I love pistachios. It's so expensive. So
It's so
instead of
nice.
doing pistachios, we do Nutella.
Nutella's good as well.
Nutella's-
but
I love
pistachio,
Nutella.
man.
I love
God damn,
Nutella,
it tastes good.
but like
Pistachio cream.
Yeah, but-
Woo-wee.
it's like $10. I get like a big thing of Nutella. $10. Your pistachio thing's this. It's like $15 at the grocery store,
Yeah.
like pistachio spread. And then I'm like, oh, just make it myself. I can't find pistachios anymore. It's like you have to go to like the high-end organic grocery stores.
To buy raw pistachio, you buy them raw, I guess, or like you buy them roasted,
No,
roasted, not salted.
For you, I'll just buy like the spread.
Yeah,
And I'm just like
that's the
spread
jar.
it inside
It's
like
so
toast.
Good. It's so good. Goddamn, it's good. Guys,
But it's expensive.
if you come, just tell him, hey, I want to bully him to start making more
I know that.
pistachio cannoli.
But it's like you're so expensive. and
They're
it's
so
like,
good, dude.
It's so
They're so good. I don't know. I don't know where else.
You bully me like you're the one that's always like, get gluten-free products here. Get
Well, yeah,
gluten-free
my
products here."
ex-girlfriend was, dude, their taste is so good.
Yeah, They are,
Like
but
she didn't believe me that they were gluten
except
free.
I got in trouble because of that.
Why?
Because they're not actually gluten free. They're gluten friendly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
yeah.
didn't know the difference. Because that's the thing. I had it start off with one of our comedian friends, Jamie Boom Boom or
Yeah.
James Mancini. Who
Yeah.
He's gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Hey man, could you make me some stuff? Could you make me some stuff?" So I'm like, he got all the time. He's a nice guy. We get along great. So I'm like, for you, I'll do it. So I learned to make like gluten-free pâte à choux.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder to do, but once you get the hang of it, you could do it. It's a little stupid of me to be like, I'm gonna go instead of learning how to make gluten cakes first, I went straight to pâte à choux. And make
There's no
gluten-free
other place where you're gonna get a pâte à choux.
But-
You made us cannolis. No,
But
you
that's
didn't
it.
make us cannolis. You made us like those again.
Yeah, pâte à choux. It's a zeppole. or a-
Zappoli. You
or
made
a
and you made
profiterole
and you made eclair as well.
eclairs.
Oh, and they were gluten free and they were
Yeah.
so good.
But-
I ate most of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. My ex did not get to eat most of them. She ate like 2,
Okay.
and I ate the remaining 8.
And a lot of people love. They're not as good as the non-gluten ones, but
I
they're
did
still
not
just as
taste the
good.
difference, man.
But the thing is, gluten flour costs double the amount of regular flour, and then at the same time, this is a very like I always say, it's a family business. It's a very small establishment. I have
Yeah.
my little KitchenAid mixer in the basement,
Yeah.
so it's like I have the one mixer, I have the one oven. I don't have like so. If you want to do a gluten-free
Like
product, the
staple, yeah.
environment has to be 100% gluten-free. I don't have the resources to do that.
So you make it gluten friendly. You can
So-
advertise it as gluten friendly.
Yeah, it's gluten friendly. So someone that's like gluten intolerant, they could eat it. But if you have like celiac, you still can't touch it because celiac is like you can't even have like 0.1%.
How did you get in trouble?
Oh, I didn't get in. I can't market it as
Okay,
gluten
yeah,
free
you
because
can't
I had
market it, yeah.
I've had people that like had it and they complained because I mean us at the beginning I was
Really?
making it to sell.
Yeah.
So now I'll only do it on like if someone like a friend or family member or someone a good customer who asks me in advance, I'm like just tell me a week in advance.
Yeah.
So that way I can organize a day where like I'll clean everything up, make sure and like just make that. And then like pack it, it's yours.
Damn. That's a lot of work.
Like okay, I always clean up, but like
Yeah.
I have like a special cutting board downstairs.
Only-
That's like it's the allergy like if you notice in the restaurants now
Yeah.
there's like the color coordinated cutting boards. So like I have
actually I don't know that. Can we talk about that?
oh, yeah, it's,
So what are we talking about here?
I don't know the exact colors, but like yeah, it's the health inspectors now do. So yellow is chicken, red is pretty sure it's meat.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
think blue is fish because I don't have a blue cutting board
Yeah.
and I don't have any.
So you need a
fish.
cutting board for
Yes.
each.
I have
Wow.
brown cutting board is for cured meats, so cold cuts. White is for bread, which is my pastry cutting board. So I just buy big white cutting boards
Yeah.
for my pastry. So I'm like, it's not bread, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's muffins, it's cakes,
Yeah.
it's close enough.
It's a British, yeah.
And then there's purple. I don't know what that's for. I have like a pink one that's supposed to be like an allergy cutting board.
Okay, for gay.
So it's like- Yes.
for gay foods.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, green is vegetables.
Yeah,
I forgot about green is vegetables.
Green vegetables, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I have wanted to ask a question. So you run a cafe, and one thing you notice when you go to a cafe is that there's people who are just there, just on their computer. They order
Yeah.
one coffee 2 hours ago, and they're just from the man on the other side of the equation, as the owner of an establishment that serves coffee. How do you feel about customers who just order one coffee and they stay there for like 3 hours?
Well, my place is like okay, that was one of my mistakes. It's too big. Like there's so much space in this, and part of why I wanted to have this much space is because I always wanted to have these comedy shows and these events. Here.
Yeah.
So like, there's room.
Mm.
Grab your computer. You could stay here the whole day. I don't care. I've like okay, the other businesses are very busy, and you're like, oh no, the new customers that are just bought a coffee have nowhere to sit. There's always somewhere to sit here.
Yeah.
Unless you're at lunchtime, but like a lot of those people, they're on their lunch break. They're not here for long. So those are not those crowds. But yeah, I do get people in the afternoon. They'll stay here up until closing.
That's crazy.
And like they won't get off their computer until the exact minute that hits like 7 p. I close at 7 p.m. So
Yeah.
exactly at 7 p.m. they'll be like, okay, it's 7 o'clock. Shuts their computer. Because a lot of people have the mentality that your closing hour means that's when you're stop ordering, not when you have to the door
Get out.
locks.
Okay. But so you don't mind? You mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. I would totally mind. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I understand, but like if you're that place like a restaurant that's like A lot of restaurants nowadays to break even, you have to make so much money on the weekends. So
Yeah.
you have to have two sittings. So you would have like your 6 o'clock people, and then you would have like 2 hours later your 8 o'clock people. You need those 6 o'clock people to leave before 8 o'clock because someone reserved that table. Someone needs to sit there. But I have so much space, like, and it's not that busy. It's just a cafe. So like the people could stay here as long as they want. You're not bothering anyone. Like most of them have their headphones. They have their coffee. They'll grab a snack. Then max they spend like $10.
$10 and they get to be here for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Listen, you're in the right business. If that doesn't bother you, that you're in the right business. For me, it's like I can meet like an audience member who doesn't laugh. You're like, come on, you gotta laugh. But it's different. Also, I've noticed you have a great bathroom. You have a bathroom that is not next to the clients. It's clean, and I wonder because I mean you serve coffee, and there's something that coffee for me is. Yalla, let's go. We need to empty the intestines. Like it's poop time.
Yeah.
Did that come into equation when you got this place? All right, the toilet is far from the clients.
I never thought about that. That did not come up.
If you guys need to have a good shit after a good coffee, come to Cafe Eevee. It's on its side. No one bothers you. There's always some music playing. You're all alone. It's clean. It's individual. That's what I like about it too. It's just your own. Done.
Okay. Message to the audience that might be in this area. If you're in the area and you need a spot to pee, no problem. You could come to the cafe. But if you need to take a shit, please don't come to my cafe. Just use the bathroom.
Order a coffee. It will make you shit. I promise you.
Oh, my only problem is the men that like leave the seat up and the door wide open.
To pee?
No, they close the door.
Okay.
But then like when they leave, the seat's still up. And like you know how many times like I'm like it's a cafe. You're gonna have a lot of female customers.
Yeah.
No one wants to eat a sandwich and have like a toilet bowl with the seat up in their peripheral vision.
Oh yeah, close the door. Okay, that's what you
So
mean.
what I ask is like, okay, the seat. Be polite, please.
They know how to lower the seat.
Man, lower the seat. You can
I
do
mean,
it.
yeah,
Man,
but
lower-
you don't
I'm
have to.
No, you at my cafe, please.
At
lower
this
the seat.
cafe, you have to, but in life, I don't think
Be
you
sitting
can.
down. But yeah,
Close the door. Yeah, I agree
keep
with
the
you.
door closed because like that's the thing. I didn't build this place. Whoever installed that bathroom there, they're pretty smart about that.
Yeah, it's great. You feel like it's so intimate. You have
it's
your
in
own
the back.
space.
But that's how the bathroom should be. It should be in the back.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
No.
If your bathroom is next to the front door, then you.
Some cafes they do. You don't get to
What?
choose, right? Like this is how it was built, and I guess it's there.
Well, yeah, it's the plumbing, and a lot. Well, that's the thing. It's like what we said before. Like before this place was a cafe, it was a dépanneur. So I don't know.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So I don't know if the bathroom was already there, or if the people that turned this place into a cafe built that bathroom. Because I know the plumbing in this place is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to replace a lot, like the plumbing underneath the kitchen sink
Yeah.
for like the cafe. Like that kitchen was definitely not there when it was a dépanneur.
So it's not made
Because-
for. Okay.
Yeah, because it got blocked. So like I'm pretty sure it's because the previous owners they used to just like pour the grease. They
Yeah.
would cook the bacon in the air fryer and then like pour the grease down the drain. So that blocks. Please do not pour grease. I have a grease trap for that.
Okay.
Underneath my sink, there's a big metal box. So grease, any gunk, anything like that gets stuck in the box.
It doesn't go in the.
So my
pipes.
pipes do not get clogged because it's if you have a clogged pipes, I don't know if you ever dealt with that. It smells so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the gunk stays at the right there.
And the bacteria.
And the bacteria grows, and then the smell rises, and it comes out, and you're washing the dishes, and then like the water breaks because it stays stagnant. The water
Yeah.
it doesn't move. Then when it starts moving and rising, because the smell rises with it, it's like it smells so bad. So good thing I have that box to prevent the clogging. Which
Plus, you're running a restaurant. You can't
yeah,
have.
it's also by law you have to have the box now.
Okay.
By law, the health inspector is going to give you a fine. That's if you hear a bunch of businesses in Montreal all getting like massive fines one after another.
Yeah.
It's probably because they didn't install the grease trap yet.
Wow.
But because when I put the grease trap, I caught a professional plumber, and he looked at this and he was like, "Yeah, a plumber didn't do this," because they literally just like there's a pipe that's supposed to like create airflow.
Okay.
That wasn't there. They literally just put a pipe and it was like a straight line. So because it was a straight line, it stays like
Oh, yes, the water just
yeah.
stagnates.
So yeah.
Ah, I understand.
So yeah, I had so many issues.
Man,
I spent
running a business is rough.
yo, when I got this place, like, I have an oven now. Then so I had to install the oven. It's an industrial oven, so you have to have like change the fuse in the fuse box. There's the breaker, right?
Yeah.
This flippy switch thingy. So I'm like, okay, I got a guy. He plugs it in because the ovens are plugged directly into the wall. So you got an electrician, and he looks at it. He's like, yo, we gotta put the breaker. And then I'm like, I had a bunch of plugs that are like, I don't know how, I'm not an electrician, I don't know how these things work, but there's a bunch of them that say 15, and a bunch that say 20.
Yeah, that's amperage. That's
Yeah.
how much juice it can
So
suck.
I had a bunch of plugs for 20s.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm like, oh, that's great. I had like the air fryers, a bunch. It kept, like, I kept having power trips.
Oh,
So
no.
it kept going black on me, and I would have panic attacks so bad because I was a new business owner. I was terrified. I would call my mom. I was screaming, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It turns out, whoever did the wiring
Yeah.
before me, he's like, yeah, you have a bunch of plugs for 20s, but there's no 20 breakers.
Oh,
They're all
no.
15s. So I was plugging in like bigger
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, and it wasn't handling the juice
Yeah, like
need.
I couldn't use the toaster and the microwave at the same time
Oh, no.
because they were plugged into the same thing. And like I'm using the toaster, and then I start the microwave, or I was using the microwave and I
Yeah.
start the toaster, and then boom, the lights are off.
Oh, my God. And it's a brand new restaurant.
And it's
A brand new
yeah,
cafe,
brand
sorry.
new
And you have
cafe.
clients waiting outside, and you're like, what the hell? Why?
Well,
It's
no, lucky
hilarious.
I didn't. It doesn't go off the whole thing. It's just
Okay.
that one specific breaker.
Still, you have
So
to go
the-
down, turn
yeah.
it back on.
No, I'm fine because if you look in the back where there's like coffee menu,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where it is.
Okay.
It's behind that. So it's
Okay.
right behind the kitchen. So it's right
Okay.
there. So it takes me 10
Yeah.
seconds. I have to move stuff out of
Still,
the way.
it's a pain in the ass.
So it takes you about a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a lot of learning.
Well, one thing you do very well are sandwiches, and that's what we're gonna do now. You're gonna make me a couple of sandwiches if you don't mind. Alessandro, is that cool?
Not during the podcast.
No. No, I think we're done with the podcast. I don't know how
Are we
long
done?
we've been. Yeah.
Are
I
we
think
done?
so.
You don't have any questions?
Do you want me to ask more questions? How long?
Well, how about part 2?
Well, we just did an hour.
Oh, that's it. You want a part 2? Talk
Well-
about.
We need to go to a show. We have a show, guys.
Oh yeah, we have a show to get
That's
to.
it. Yeah, we have
Comedy
sandwiches.
show. We have sandwiches to
We
make.
have sandwiches to make.
You have to. You're hosting your comedy show.
I have to go host my comedy show. You guys are coming? You're coming,
Yeah.
Ashley?
We gotta.
Awesome.
We gotta send this to Gabe.
We gotta send this to Gabe. He has to edit it.
Yeah, the audience knows Gabe, right?
Some of them.
Some of
Guys,
them Gabe's the
look.
other guy on the picture.
He has the OG, well, the second OG
Yeah.
version 2 of the mugs.
Those are the ugly mugs that you're like, I gotta find.
Hey,
a new
they're not that
distributor.
ugly. Some people have those.
These are.
They're just not as cool as the new ones. Oh boy,
Nope,
you dropped
nope.
yourself. Yeah. Oh,
my coffee.
thank God, so good. All right, Alessandro, anything you want to plug before we call it quits? Before we end?
Yeah, if anybody listening to this is in the Montreal area, please come to Cafe Eevee
Yes.
on the corner of what is it? Saint Zutik and Normanville. 1251 Saint Zutik East.
1251 Sanzoticas. Cafe Eevee, guys. Just remember that name. Cafe Eevee. It's on Waze. It's on Google Maps. Just type Cafe Eevee and you'll get here right now. And
Uber,
yeah.
DoorDash.
You do, oh, yeah. He does Uber. Get a sandwich. I get a turkey sandwich. That's what I get. And a couple of cannolis. I know Joel, he likes a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, the cotolet. My mom preps all the food, so it's
If you want to eat his mom's cooking, guys,
yeah.
Cafe Eevee. Get yourself a cutlet. Get a turkey. I like the turkey. That's just me. But get apparently,
cutlet.
you told me the chicken cutlet is the
Cutlet's
most.
my favorite.
It's your favorite?
Yeah, cutlet. But that's the thing. It's my
You know
mom
what?
that
I'll
makes
have one of both.
because it's
I want
nostalgic
each.
for me. It's my mom's. My mom makes it.
That's
Like the meatballs too. My mom makes meatballs. So look, I love meatball sandwiches.
You can't go wrong, guys. Grab yourself a sandwich. Grab yourself
Put
a
some
cannoli.
spicy stuff in it.
Put some spicy stuff in it. Ooh.
Put some it's the secret menu options where you add some spicy eggplants. I have my own jar of like spicy eggplants. For
That's
me.
your secret menu? It's
No.
spicy.
I used to have so many. I make up stuff. If I have the ingredients to make the sandwich, I'll probably do it. As long as it's not busy, I'll do
Just
it.
come hungry.
Yeah, just come hungry.
Come hungry. Cafe Eevee, 1251 Sanzotic Est. Chef Alessandro, thank you so much. That was a very interesting podcast. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing.
you for inviting
We
me.
shall do it again. And thank you for sponsoring this podcast and sticking. Guys, comedy shows, events every Friday, Saturday here.
Every Friday, Saturday, we try to do something.
Yes.
At the moment, it's mostly comedy. We do poetry night.
Comedy, poetry. I think you had like a candle thing.
Once a month. Oh, yeah. That was a friend of a friend. We did like a little pop-up shop where they're selling homemade candles. We'd like to do pop-up shops, but it doesn't really work. It's not the best area for that.
Yeah.
But we try to do once a month trivia night.
Trivia nights.
This summer, my mom is going to do bingo nights.
Bingo nights.
So yeah, my mom is just going to invite all her friends.
Come eat the cutlet and come play some bingo.
I promise you, the bingo night is not rigged. My mom is not
They're
going to rig
Italians.
the
I don't
bingo
know how
night.
much you can trust. I'm joking.
We got some Italian cards. You got to pay
yes.
Brisk, Scopa.
I know the Italian cards.
Of course, we're going to play
Guys,
Italian cards.
Cafe Eevee. Come support this bright young man.
Please,
Come
I have
feed
bills to
his
pay.
dream. He makes delicious food. He makes them with all his heart, and his mom as well. Thank you so much,
Great
Alessandro.
prices.
Cafe Eevee, $3 espresso. I don't know how much is a sandwich, but they're delicious. Grab yourself
It starts at $8.
$8 a sandwich. Where the hell can you get an $8 sandwich? The bread is delicious. I don't know who your baker is.
Yeah. It's my parents' old bakery.
It's this Parasol Bakery.
The same
Delicious
baker.
breads. It's crunchy and soft on the inside. Grab yourself a sandwich. That's what I'm going to do right now. He's going to make me a delicious sandwich. I'm going to eat it before we go. Cafe Eevee, guys. Chef Alessandro, thank you so
again.
much, brother.
I really appreciate you inviting
Of course.
me. Like, I've had so much fun doing
It's
this.
very interesting. It's way more interesting than I thought it would be. That's how
Yeah, it's fun not talking about comedy for once.
Now let's talk about the Middle East. No, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching Cafe Eevee. Thank you. Subscribe, tell your friend, all that jazz. Eugene, I love you. Gabe, I love you. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Great job.